Hello stars, my name is Blue, and today we are lost in Hiveswap Friendsim. I almost said Hiveswap Friendswap. That would have been interesting. Last time we did Palapa, and I know I normally only upload these on Wednesdays, but I don't really know what I want to do for Monday. I usually play one-shot, but I'm not feeling one-shot. I want to do Halloween games. If you can suggest a spooky game to me, please do. But without further ado, let's go with Mr. Gentleman. Zebra. His name is Zebra. That's okay. Your stroll takes you into a nice part of town that seems to have larger, more McMansion style hives. Based on your past experience in Alternia, you're not quite certain that upper class enclaves equal safety for you, but you might as well explore. You never know where you will find your next friend. The power of positive thinking must be on your side because someone emerges out of the shadows into the sprawling suburbs. I cannot speak. I apologize. Oh, hello there. Oh, he's a flirt. I don't believe we've met. I sure would have remembered someone with such unique looks. Nope. Can't we go? Let's go find someone else, MC. He's looking for quadrants to follow us in here. You don't know where you are, do you? By this point in your time on Alternia, you don't know if it's wise to admit that you're lost and naive to the ways of the world. You don't know what you could say to try to convince this guy that you've got any kind of street smarts. So you nod your head reluctantly, but he actually looks more interested in you after the confirmation that you're new to the neighborhood. You have perhaps found someone who likes you for your vulnerability and naivety, I guess? That would sure be fantastic luck. It's a good thing I found you. Not everyone is as respectful of low buds as I am. Well, your caste system doesn't apply to me. Oh, but I shouldn't make exceptions just because you're not much to look at. My bad. I don't mean to be forward, but you're just so interesting. Mind if I ask what color your blood is? No. No, you may not. I do mind. You hesitate. After a while, you're still terrifyingly ignorant of the intricacies of Altean society. Not Altean. Alternian. This isn't Voltron society. You're starting to feel terrifyingly informed about the role that blood color plays in this world. And you've managed to gather by now that plain old human red blood isn't considered one of the better colors to have. What do you do? I'm gonna save. And we're gonna tell the truth. Red, huh? Wow, that's so unique. I've always liked the color red. I don't think I've ever filled a quadrant with a red blood before. I mean, I don't think I've made friends with a red blood before. Sure you do. Sure you do. You don't know what quadrant is. Yes, I do. Or what it means to feel one. Given your experience on this planet as far, you're nervous as it could mean something violent. Depending on the quadrant you're in. But you don't want to further expose your ignorance, so you just say that you're as excited for this friendship as he is. You come on strong. Nice. You need a place to stay for today, right? That's so weird to say. I can help you out with that. I've got plenty of spare rooms for guests in my hive. You know, because I believe it's important to help out underserved members of the community when you can. My hive is this way, shall we? We shall not. I will suffer on the Alternian side, even if it means I die. I don't like how strong he's coming on. You follow him down the street. I guess it must qualify as a nice night, because you see lots of other trolls walking around here too. Most of them are dressed as nice as Zehbruh. And you see a few shabbier looking trolls that must be low bloods walking with the high bloods. Today is actually Flesh Determination Day, so you'll see a lot of trolls taking their mate sprits out to celebrate. I'm pretty sure I already have a mate sprit. I'm pretty sure I ended up making that polypuff. Not a mate sprit. Moirail. I don't have a mate sprit. No, don't get a mate sprit. Do you know how long it's been since I've read Homestuck? I'm confusing everything right now. Lucky for you, my flesh cauldron is currently empty, so I'm all yours tonight. Run away, MC. I've dealt with boys like this. Run away. That sounds a little weird. He doesn't need to be all yours, you assure him. You're an easygoing individual who's happy to share their friends with plenty of other friends. Sure, sharing can be a good time if you're into that. I could be speaking personally. Like, maybe with two lovebloods? Not in an objectifying way. Everyone involved's gotta respect each other, you know. Wow, what? You have no idea how your innocent compliment about friendship got taken to this particular place. You decide that maybe the best thing to say here is nothing, because who knows how he might misinterpret you next. Looks like there are a lot of high blood, low bloods couples out here tonight for the holiday. Pretty unusual to see in this neighborhood, to be honest. It's sad, but most of these low bloods are probably with their mate sprits because it's socially adventurous. Pretty shitty of the high bloods to take advantage of that, but not everyone is as socially conscious as I am. I'm starting to think that you're not socially conscious, Mr. For lack of better terms, fuckboy. I think it's super terrible when high bloods don't treat their low blood mate sprits like the queens that they are. Oh no, you're a nice guy. I've dealt with you too. You look around at all the other couples. The class divide is pretty noticeable, and some of the high blood trolls have scornful looks on their faces when talking to their low blood dates. One troll dressed in cerulean is making her shabbily dressed mate sprit kneel down so he can give her a ride on his shoulders. Maybe it could be a cute coupley thing, you guess, except she's sure laughing a lot and has a heel of her boot pressing against the back of his neck. You don't want to speculate about what people might be into, but it does seem kind of humiliating. Zehbruh sees what you're looking at and shudders theatrically. In the process of waving his arms around in disgust, he slips an arm over your shoulder. I'm so sorry that you shouldn't have to see something like that. You try to think of a tactful and friendly way to move his arm from around your shoulder when you arrive at what must be his hive. It's the biggest, most McMansion-y hive on the block, and he stops in front of it. And when he stops in front of it, he lets go of you to gesture proudly at his sprawling home. Welcome to my humble abode. Humble my ass. I just feel grateful, you know, to be able to share my wealth with those less fortunate. Shut up. Go away. When you walk inside suddenly your name makes so much sense. When you walk inside the front door, you're greeted by a very distinguished looking white zebra. It has normal zebra markings all over its body except for around its neck, where there is a dark gray zags have formed in the shape of what looks like a bow tie, almost like it's wearing a suit. I can't see it. Let me see it. You don't know how its zebra face is managing to radiate pure disdain when it looks at you, but that is unquestionably the energy you're getting. Don't mind my Lucis. He's kind of socially old-fashioned. But he lets me keep low bloods around the hive to help out and stuff, so he's not all bad. Let me give you the grand tour. I don't like all the quadrant stuff that's going on in your text, my friend. As Zehbruh takes you through the spacious hive, you can see other trolls in several of the rooms. Most of them aren't wearing clothes as nice as Zehbruh's. You're guessing these are the lowbloods he just mentioned. They seem to be all doing chores, sweeping, cooking, exchanging green slime in troll-sized bathtubs for another. Possibly fresher green slime, not soaper. That's the stuff that you were in the Skyla when you got a sunburn. Each of them glances up at you and Zehbruh when you pass by, then looks deferently away. The zebra Lucis is following you, and every time you exit a room, it pauses in the doorway to whinny out what could be orders. Or possibly he's just berating them. You arrive in an empty ballroom-looking space upstairs, where several low-blood trolls are hard at work cleaning the remains of what must have been quite a party. Zehbruh seems to notice you noticing how all the trolls in here are scrubbing the floor and how they're all avoiding your eyes. See? I told you, I'd taken plenty of guests. Sure. I believe it's important to promote diversity, you know, so that's why you don't see any other indigo bloods here. Kinda wish I said I had a high blood color now. Looks like all the guests are busy today. Well, an important part of communal living involves contributing your labor when it's necessary, right guys? Where's your part, Zehbruh? Where's your part? A few lowbloods mutter in affirmation, while others just put their sponges and mops down to prostrate their whole bodies on the floor. Zehbruh looks a little uncomfortable with the bowing, but not that uncomfortable. He doesn't introduce you to any of them. They don't all realize yet that my hive is a sanctuary from the harsh injustices of the world. You're high! You lie! You little... Anyway, enough about my low-blood guests. Let's take care of you, shall we? Perhaps his Lucis has had enough of tolerating your presence because it takes the opportunity to stop following you and huff at more of Zehbruh's guest. Now, for better or worse, you're alone with Zehbruh. You're alone, and Zehbruh has turned all of his attention on you. His smile seems very friendly. You want to see it as friendly. The night is still young. I'm happy to do whatever you want to do. You feel like going out in the town to celebrate first. Nope, that is not narration. That is talking. If you feel like going out town to celebrate Fresh Affirmation Day, I have lots of other friends I could introduce you to. Help you meet the right kind of culture, you know? Or, if you're tired, I can show you to my guest room now and we can have a nice night in. Go out? Or stay in? Saving. Oh, I didn't press the right button. Okay. I need to get as far away from you as possible. Let's go out. You're not crazy about the idea of being alone with this guy for the rest of the night. Plus, if he's as popular as he says he is, that means more potential friends for you to meet. You tell him that you're interested in going out. Cool. Sounds like a great time. I'll just go get ready. Actually, I think I'm more in the mood for a nice quiet night in. Maybe television streaming service and lower the temperature if that's cool for you. Oh boy, if that has the same connotations as it does on Earth, it's not cool with you. You stumbled through expressing some misgivings, but he talks over you. Great! Sounds like we both feel like staying in tonight. Oh. You piece of shit. I hate you. I'm not gonna lie, I'm psyched to stay in and have you all to myself. I just want you to feel comfortable, whatever you choose to do. You're not sure why he asked what you wanted to do, since your preference doesn't seem to matter much. My Lucis and my guests have probably prepared a delicious meal for you by now. But let's finish the tour first. I assume you want to see in my room? No. No, I don't. I don't want to fill any quadrants with you, why? You tell him, sure, bedrooms are a great way for people to express their personalities, and as his friend, you're interested in getting to know him better. No. He doesn't seem to have heard that part of the sentence, but it's okay. Hopefully he got the gist. No. When you get in his enormous room, it's decorated with posters of musicians on the wall, and what seems to be social justice slogans. One poster has a symbol with a clawed hands in several different colors coming together to hold a trident, not a trinity, with the word unity underneath it. Another poster features a rainbow of colors ranging from rust to olive green that proclaims him to be a low-blood ally. Two other low-blood servants are in here, one of them standing on a step ladder to dust some shelves, while the other crawls around on the floor, scrubbing and picking up wrappers that Zehbruh seems to have littered there. Pretty sweet place, right? You look confused by the posters. Your taste in music probably isn't as refined enough to hear my favorite bands. I've only listened to subversive musicians that speak truth to power. Good for you, Zehbruh. I'm from Earth. Luckily, you have to teach me how to confront. Luckily, you have me to teach you how to confront your privilege and support marginalized artists. There we go. I got it out. Also, did you notice my rad pile? It's the perfect setup for filling jams with your moirel. He winks at you. You don't know what a moirel is, or what he means by filling jam, which sounds like in theory it would be a nice thing, but maybe not given the sleazy way he says it. You tell him that it looks like a very nice pile of things. You spot a couple of pillows, what looks like a puppet with a disturbingly long nose and some random bow ties and and a few horseshoes. Oh no, the puppets! You look intrigued. Want to lay down on it for a second? We don't have to do anything, but sometimes it can feel nice to just, pacify each other a little bit. No. MC, run. MC, run. He sprawls on the pile in what he probably thinks is an enticing way. Like he wants you to draw him like one of your French girls. You turn away, try to hide the disturbed expression on your face, because turning down his advances probably isn't the best way to secure his friendship. Yes, no, you don't want to be friends with this person, MC. Run away! Run away! Run away! Go fight Polypa! Or Skyla, or Bronya, or one of your other friends! Just not him. I just hit my mic. As your eyes cast about the rest of the room, you notice that low-blood servant scrubbing the floor is having a coughing fit. You can tell she's trying to cough unobtrusively. It seems like she's hacking her lungs up, with each big cough racking her whole body and making her shoulders shake. Concerned, you crouch by her side. She jumps up and notices you're concerned, then mumbles, says she's fine and you don't need to worry. But she doesn't look fine. Now that you're getting a closer look, you can tell that she seems to be underfed and exhausted, with sickly shadows on her face and scraped up knees and elbows. She looks bad, and you know bad, considering how much of your time you've recently spent stumbling around and with various executing injuries. You mentioned to Zehbruh that his guest is not looking so good. He frowns. He gets up from his pile of stuff to come investigate, blinking down at you in confusing, not sparing a glance for the low blood. What? What are you even talking about? The servant tries to go back to her scrubbing, but she struggles with coughing and scrubbing simultaneously. It's hard for you to watch. Surely she would feel better if she took a break and ate or drank something. You asked Zehbruh about the hot meal he said was being cooked for you. Maybe you could give some of this to the poor sick troll? Geez, you're making me look bad. Ha. There's no way a guest in my house could be going hungry. I respect lowbloods and do everything in my power to take care of them. What do you think you're... What, you think you're a better ally than I am? Considering that I'm technically a lowblood? Hell yeah! Considering your status or lack therefore of on this planet, you're not sure you count as an ally so much as a member of the oppressed underclass, but you let that slide. You hasten to explain that you didn't mean to criticize him. You're sure he's doing fine at his job, being an ally to lowbloods. Yeah, well, it's not easy. Whatever. Maybe we should go eat now. I don't feel like having a feelings jam anymore. He turns and leaves the room without showing any sign that he'll do something for the sick lowblood show. You mouth an apology to her as behind his back, and she just gives you a tired wave and goes back to scrubbing. I'm sorry, I lost everything. I still didn't catch the bow tie. Zehbruh leads you downstairs to the dining room where his Lucis is supervising a team of lowbloods setting the table with what looks like a four-course meal. The look on the Lucis Zehbruh's face is even more disdainful than before. His bow tie seems angrier. Looks like dinner's almost ready. Cool, cool. Of course, you're probably not going to offer to pay for any of it, are you? Figures. Lowbloods, I mean. Trolls in general are always expecting me to provide them for them without ever offering any recompense in return? And I don't know anymore. For once, you're kind of glad you're unfamiliar with this alien vocabulary and innuendo. You have absolutely no money, which he definitely knows. You can pay him back in dinner for... You can pay him back for the dinner in friendship? Yeah, well, I'm not sure if I want to be friends with someone who has a problem with the way I do activism. I have it on good authority that from every other highblood I know that my intersectional praxis is valid. You stumble over your words in haste to assure him that you no way meant that he's not valid. You never met a troll so valid. No one believes in his validity more than you do. Whatever, let's just eat. You both sit down at a table while lowbloods set the table, light candles, and serve the appetizer course. You can't help but notice that most of them look just as malnourished and sickly as the troll upstairs. But it might be best not to bring that up again. You eat in silence for a while, and Zehbruh looks like he's stewing over something, then sets his fork down, looks over the table at you with a frown. You know what? I just realized. You totally denied my lowblood her own agency when you questioned me about her not feeding her. Well, what? Yeah, what you said was totally problematic. You don't respect lowbloods at all, do you? Not like I do. Bitch, what you have going on is slavery. That's not respect. You try to apologize, saying that it was not your intention to disrespect anyone, but that you're sorry you apparently did. He doesn't let you get the words out. People don't realize how tough it is to be a high-blood troll who believes in social justice. Seriously, I faced my own kind of oppression for speaking out and being an activist for low-blood rights when you're not doing a very good job. For one thing, I never get consolation or I deserve. My quadrants are always going unfilled because no one else agrees with my radical views. I thought you'd be different, but you don't get it either. You try to tell him that he's got you all wrong. You agree with his radical views and believe in low-blood rights, which is why you were concerned for his guests in the first place. But he acts like you didn't say any of what you just said. You're just another one of the oppressors, complicit in the unequal power structures of our fucked up society. You lack awareness of your own privileges. Really makes me sick. Your lack of awareness. I can't speak, I'm sorry. You must think you're so oppressed with your red blood and multiple injuries. I think I'm an alien on an alien planet. Like, humans don't belong here, sir. Sir! Mr. Shithead! I hate him. But what you're doing now, rejecting me and criticizing me, it's really the same as what subjugulators do to the lowbloods they cull. You probably deserve whatever shitty position you have in society. Unlike me, I deserve to have this nice house and lowblood servants and full quadrants for being such a good activist, okay? You're not entitled to good things just because you think you're doing good in the world. Oh, there's his bow tie! He's standing up now, advancing on you with his zebra stamping its host threatening at his side. You scramble back, trying to make your way to the front door. It's tricky because you have to step all around all the lowbloods who seem to feel strongly that they should get away from Zehbruh when he's angry. You don't make it to the front door fast enough on your own. With a terrifying equine scream, Zehbruh's Lucis veers up on its hind legs and strikes you with its host, battering you through the front door and breaking some of your recently healed ribs again. Take your privilege of offensive views and get out! Anyone who doesn't respect lowbloods is not welcomed as my guest in Hive. You don't respect them, you... I don't like him. I'm glad we failed. It would behoove you to stay away. You know what? Normally, when we fail, I go back and I choose different decisions. But this guy, I don't want to be his friend. I really don't want to be his friend. So that is it for today's stars. Tell me what you think of this person down below in the comments, please, because I would love to hear your opinions on how douchey he is. And I will see you for our next adventure. Remember, we're all made of the same cosmic dust, so be nice. Kate, love you. Bye!